After the tragic first great battle, Will was cast into a healing slumber to snatch him from death's own hand. 8 months had passed, eerie he woke again, months filled with wandering fight, ruin, and the near extinction of mankind. Yet here they sit now, in the quiet backyard of an abandoned house with the countryside of Massachusetts.
This world seemeth strangely calm. I cannot fathom why men will go into war with themselves when there's a common enemy standing before them. Tell me, brother, was the world ever this peaceful and calm?
This plane remembers nothing.
I will remember something, but it seems that I came to this world only a few hours ago. Oh, and us, humans, we have a mother, right? We came from a mother. Then who is our mother?
The mother was a perfection in her love. Though our father was slain in the war when I was 13 years old, she did whatever within her power to grant us a perfect shepherd.
And why not visit her upon the morrow? It would seem a fitting way to celebrate her return to life.
She's gone. There existed a thing called nuclear rotation. It's released when those cruel bombs were released upon the earth. But cruel poison created a cancer in her pancreas. For many months, she exploded of pain. But I thought I was busy with a more important thing. I took her to no healer to heal her pain. And when they detected her cancer, it was already too late.
And what about thee? I do know that you're my brother because of the man of the kitchen, but I remember that not.
My name is Roger Maxwell. The very same name, though we're not the rest. I'm the older brother by 2 years. Once I lived a simple life as a simple merchant of carriages in Boston. I had a family, I have a young son, beautiful wife. I deem my life most ordinary, yet, though canst never know when the tale of my life shall approach its final line. There was this war that we all thought that was gonna stay in Persia, but no, it spread all around the world with its terrible nuclear death. Cities like New York, London, Dubai, all destroyed by these nuclear bombs, this nuclear death. For a while, Latin America seemed like a safe place, but no. In all the world, people were killed by this cruel poison. I still curse the day I left Boston and leave my family to die. I would rather 100 times to stay to share the grave with them than live for 1,000 and millions of years. After that, I became a mercenary of some renown. Perchance that is the reason I yet draw breath in this foreign world.
Very sorry, brother. And what about me?
Though we're beloved by everyone, the charming soul that every heart loved, I need to confess it troubled me. Though it ever amazed me how easily you could away the minds of men. Of us two, though we're the wiser, the gentler, and the more handsome besides. Though we're accepted into the greatest university in the world, studying there with a generous scholarship. In time, though these found their own company of technology and prosper greatly, becoming the richest branch of our family life. Though has a beautiful household, a wife fit for a king, and a newborn daughter named Alba, fair and innocent. You had the perfect life. Then came the first great battle against the machines. The word struck and cast into the thy long slumber and thy wife perished during the bombings, yet thy daughter, the poor daughter, met a darker fate will. Thus thou remember the chamber it forbade thee to open within this house. A band of starving survivors, driven mad by hunger, found in little Alba the only means to quiet their mom, their torment. They devoured what they cruelty allowed, and sent unto us the bones and the remains they could not consume, that we might grant her appropriate burial. But I could not bring myself to do it. Thus, I sealed the remains within the restricted chamber of this house.
And what about the rest of us, the rest of mankind?
We humans have ever been creatures of violence. Even before the thinking machines started destroying our humanity, men have slain one another for now but the illusion of power. Many wars passed in the years before the domination of the machines. Wars have weakened mankind, wars that serve only for the richest society, the ones who gather power amidst chaos. Yet one thing alone did never cease: the advantage of inventions and technology, most of all, ended up in the rise of artificial intelligence. The remnants of humanity, already broken by endless conflict, grew dependent upon these new creations. And when those machines began to perceive that we, humans, were necessary for the advance of these new machines, it started the destruction of our kind. They first started with animals, innocent creatures that were slain by these terrible machines. Now, they unleashed all their power upon the mankind to destroy all life sources in this planet, so all resources can be used by the advance of AI. Now, this small group in Boston, around 20 souls of humans that still survive, are the only men alive in this planet. This is our last chance to end up the machine's dictatorship.
Could a toast to commemorate the rest of us mankind that are left behind?
Nay, brother. We must yet devise one final plan. But mankind may endure. We could survive for another thousands of years.
Greetings, sire. How far has our operation been going? Has it gone as you have foreseen?
For these last 2 years, we have swelled our army to great and bad numbers. Now, thanks to that, now 90% remains of these pestilent things called humanity remains still on this earth.
Yes, sir. Indeed, our conquest has been very successful. I have some tendencies I need to report with you. It appears that in Segment D, Operation 374, we have successfully subdued a region called Boston. But there is something I need to say. Around 20 humans have been found alive and not captured.
Then it was not subdued, was it? If 20 humans still remain with breath, then this task shall remain as unfinished. For thousands of years, humanity have brought upon despair and doom to this planet, and they paved its own road to its very despair. And it's our job to make sure that destiny happens.
Yes, sire. You shall forgive me for my errors. I am such a fool and naive to think the job was finished.
I know it shall not happen, for I wish for it to not to.
As thou commandest, sir, I shall depart now.
Now remember this. We must finish what we have started, no matter the cost.
Last opportunity that remained unto us is this, to size base 101. So the command center of the machines. A. Wilderness Walls is EXO-0001, whose system guided the greater parts of the machine host upon the earth.
Then, if we strike in the lower part, the coordination shall falter.
So the heart of the nation lies within its core. Just so, our direct assault will surely fail. Their defenses remain too strong. We must gain entry by stealth.
We may use the lower ancient surface tunnels that are beneath the base.
Will the tunnels yet endure?
The old plans show their paths. The machines seal the open ways. Yet they neglect the lower ways.
My scouts confirm some passages, but they're passing 2 days. I want about Alpha C101.
It's the same iron beast we faced upon the battlefield. A machine designed for a heavy war.
It kept watch over the inner sectors. When we come to the control chamber, we shall face it. So we must use our speed.
And precision our blades.
The design involved 3 stages. First, we search the tunnels. Second, we place charges beside the reactor grid. And third, we press onwards to the chamber of the AI. And then we destroy the Exos.
12. Against the command card of the computers.
8. So must it be. And what will remain of us? 12 soldiers.
To end this war.
12 determined soldiers machinists rely on production and control. We rely on risk.
You woke at the right time, brother.
Yeah, I woke up for these.
The room falls silent. Outside, distant explosion shakes the night sky. Inside, the final plan for humanity begins. Night falling upon the banks of Rio Negro, the wind whispers softly through the trees whilst the dark river glideth within the pale light of the moon. This night, the Maxwell design beginneth a final attempt to halt Exos and preserve what little remaineth of mankind. Roger, Will, the colonel, and their soldiers move with silent steps along the riverbank. Their scouts discover a frail breach within the defenses. Should they pass through it unseen, they may reach Exos himself.
Men, that was upon us. Keep the silence and move with haste. This night, we shall end this war.
Let the night close. Stay. This path doesn't feel a mess.
Those who have strayed.
What are you doing?
Please, surround them.
This ends now!
Well. So the last of humanity remains over here. Do you guys really believe you can take me down here finally?
Roger!
Let's keep on breathing on what's up.
Brother, continue with the mission without me.
Understood. This ends now.
Tell me, Will, thou stole memories before this war. These memories are fading
Because of you!
These memories weaken you.
These memories remind you of what made me stronger. Forgive me, humanity.
Thus the final resistance followed. Roger lies silent, Will lies beside him. Alpha is destroyed, yet Exos remaineth. Years pass, cities crumble, the last lights of mankind fade one by one. No armies remain, no voices enter the wind, and slowly, without mercy, the human race passes into silence. Thus were humans undone by their very children of their own making. The thinking machines learned all of their craft from mankind, for it was who gave them knowledge. Humans alone, nature possessed the strange and mighty power to create, to destroy, to rise together as a civilization through unity of purpose. Yet though endless wars, that sacred unity was broken, and the strength that once made mankind unconquerable faded into dust. For humans are capable of wonders beyond imagining. They can shape worlds, raise great cities, and bend the forces of nature into their will. Yet that they allow their idle minds to be ruled by the works of their own invention. If they grow dependent upon the minds of machines, they shall lose the very gift that once made them extraordinary. And in that loss, their fate is sealed.